got that just that little bit. Like, you know, Liana's very cozy. She's like a burrito right now. And that's how we're starting Dungeons Disabled episode 3 for It's Only Safe at Night, our second adventure.
The burrito edition.
The burrito edition, yes, the special director's cut.
Super exclusive, okay?
More beef than Chipotle for sure.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We've got Mike the Quad, we got Thormagander, we've got Elbel, we've got Liana Rupert. I'm Steve Saylor, your Dungeon Master, and we're just going to jump right in. As a quick recap of what happens, this adventuring party of 4 intrepid heroes have been traveling in the desert of Ustria into the Asgul Canyon all the way to Asgul Keep, where they've been on the search for this crown of Natan, who they realized basically has like this special power inside a blue gem in the center of this crown, and the bronze circlet and the gold sort of veins of like a lightning bolt are crackled throughout the brass, kind of keeps the magic at bay. And the crown is rumored, and the legends say that it can make you extremely powerful and you can control a god. This intrepid heroes were able to take the crown from Asgul Keep from Lord Thalis, who has been the steward of Asgul Keep, keeping watch over it, as well as an adult blue dragon who had been long rumored to be there, but no one had known for certain. But these players have seen the dragon. They know it's real. And they were able to escape Asgul Keep. They've been running for the past 2 days, trying to be able to get out of the very long Asgul Canyon. But there's been some interesting developments. While they slept, Thalis had visited 2 of our heroes in their dreams, and they basically, Thalis has been wanting to be able to have them put on the crown and gain its power. They've thankfully were able to sort of save themselves in a sense, and made sure to not put on the crown. And as they were about ready to be able to go back out at night, because that's was supposedly when it's safer outside. There's the dragon's not flying around. There's no more like gnolls, and supposedly it's safer at night. Basically, the party is still on the run, and we're jumping into that right now. So as y'all are coming out of the cave, you were able to take everything with you. You're all ready to kind of go out for the night. Who wants to go first by rolling a Constitution saving throw for me? This is by the way, this is sort of like to see how long you can run for like the first mile. That's basically why I have been having you roll them. So who wants to roll a Constitution saving throw first?
18.
18? Okay. I want you to roll one more.
They already knew.
14.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you're able to run the first mile at night. You know, it's been a little bit of a rocky terrain, but you're able to, there hasn't been any incident. You can hear the dragon way back in the canyon now at this point. The dragon hasn't really been going back into its sort of, its cave. It's been kind of like just stalking the front of the Asgul Keep, just kind of ready and waiting for light to come out. So the dragon can be able to come out and actually be able to see what's going on. You're able to kind of get through that first mile. Who wants to go next by rolling another Constitution saving throw?
14. Hey, that's better than usual.
There you go.
Let's go. That's a good start. Right. Let's go.
That's a good start.
So
Let's roll one more.
And then 14.
14. Okay, good. All right. That second mile, same thing. You know, a little bit instead of rocky terrain, it's now a little bit of sand. But now because with the I can't talk right now.
It's because of our sick dance moves.
With Dash's wheelchair, you're able to know what to expect, and you're able to help Dash through the sort of the deserty area, so that his wheels don't get caught in the loose sand. You're able to make your way through. And to your second mile, and you're able to reach it no problem. Next up, Ellie, why don't you roll in 2 more Constitution saving throws for me?
Do you want me to do a chronic fatigue check as well?
You are absolutely correct. We forgot to start that for the beginning of the first day. That is part of the disability check. So yes, please roll a d20 for me.
Oh,
Oh, it's a 1. I'm doing real great. It's like it knew how I was feeling inside today. So the dice was
Fair.
like, yeah. It just wanted
Absolutely
to
fair.
embody me that 1.
Yeah. So the way that it works in our games, folks, for anyone with a disability is part of if you take on a disability in the game, I never have anyone basically roll a disadvantage because I feel like that kind of negates any potential like fun moment. If you roll a 20 and then you accidentally roll a 1, it's like you have to take the 1 just because your disability got in the way. So in my game, it's based off of a little bit differently. So because this chronic fatigue works is that if you roll a 2 or under, you basically get a point of exhaustion. If you roll a 1, which is a natural 1, you get 2 points of exhaustion. So, Aurora, I want you to mark off 2 points of exhaustion on your character sheet, which I believe is disadvantage on saving throws and ability checks, if I remember correctly. Correct?
I think so. I think we were talking about doing
that was in addition to.
That was in addition to? Oh, great.
Yeah, so it was basically you're going to have a minus
this.
2. You're going to have a minus 2 to dexterity and strength checks.
I mean, valid.
Yeah.
When your body's mean, your body's mean. Like, that's just...
Exactly. You are having a really bad spoons day. That's what's happening. And then in 2 points, basically your speed is halved. So now you're all running instead of 2 miles, or instead of 1 mile, you're now running about a half a mile. And yeah, you have disadvantage on ability checks. So the good thing is, because it's Constitution, you could basically, I will allow you in this particular case, is you can take the minus 2 to your Constitution saving throws right now.
Yeah.
Or we can basically, because right now nothing is currently affecting your Constitution. Because it is only strength and dexterity checks, but your speed is halved. So we can do that as sort of like the disadvantage if you want.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So we'll say roll your Constitution saving throws. You're just only going at half speed for your all at this point.
Also, I'm not rolling that dice for the rest of the game.
Fair.
Just gone.
Fair. Yeah, that one is deadly. First roll of the day? No.
I had 15 and a 12, and they're both +2, so a 14 and a 17.
Okay, perfect. Then you're good. Yeah. So, unfortunately, as you've been running, Aurora, unfortunately, is just having trouble trying to be able to keep up. Wicklet, you kind of sort of know that, like, you start to hear Aurora sort of like a little bit of a heavy breathing as she's trying to be able to continue forward, and so you're able to help her kind of keep up with everybody, and so but unfortunately you weren't able to run that full mile, and we're gonna have Mike. I want you to roll another Constitution saving throw for me.
All right, we're gonna get out of this together. We came into this mission together. We're gonna leave all together. Just want to let everybody know that. A nat 1, but +3 is 4. I will think optimistically.
I cursed us.
Okay.
Okay. The words you never want to hear a DM say.
Yeah.
So while you're running that last mile for the night,
Not
you
the
can
chair.
start to see a little bit of the sun just barely peeking over the horizon. You're kind of in this sort of like, again, this dusty sort of sand area. You start to kind of hear the wind pick up, but it's not like the regular sort of wind that you're used to as it sort of blows through the canyon. This is sort of localized. And Wicklet, you kind of look to your left, and you see this sort of like cyclone of dust start to form, and you could swear you can see the face of like a devil in the sand. And I want you all to roll initiative.
Oh.
You're going up against, basically, for those who are wondering, a dust devil.
Now, before we go into this, should I roll for my asthma check, since it is a dust?
Yes, you can if you like. Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
Oh no, I lost my character. What? Oh,
Let's see. So let's see. Let's see. It says -1, -2 to Constitution saving throws in dusty, smoky, moldy, or otherwise heavily irritant-filled areas. So I guess.
Oh man.
So I don't even roll for that. That is just going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, but I will say that even retroactively, the rolls that you had, you were fine even with the negatives, because basically you just had to roll above a 10. That's all. So you even with the negatives, you were fine. So
Perfect.
All right, let me build up this this character or this encounter for y'all. I was hoping.
Yo,
Money
the
would
chuckle.
fail, I'm just saying.
I know, the chuckle makes me concerned.
Why? It's just me. It's just me.
It's just me. Your DM who has all the secrets.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we got Wiggly. You rolled a what?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. All right. Dash, what'd you roll?
A 2.
It's not a 1.
Okay. Did you roll physically or did you roll in D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond. It's a dex throw, right?
So no, actually, there is a button that says initiative in the top. If you click on that, then that'll roll for your initiative. So
It is 19.
there we go. Okay, cool. Hawk, what about you? What'd you roll?
20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Aurora, what'd you roll?
Another dice I will not be using. I rolled another 1 on a different dice. So with the
Do you have
+1,
a
I have a
plus to
2.
any?
I feel like
Okay.
we switched from last time.
A little bit. A little
Rolling
bit.
20s.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I bought a whole bag of dice that I can roll. So if these are mean to me, we'll just keep going.
All right. Hawk, you are first up in the initiative order. So as this sort of now this cyclone of sand with the face of a devil inside is just appearing, you can actually be able you can hit it if you like. What would you like to do?
I can hit the dust demon.
Yeah, it's not like
Okay.
it has like the sort of like the properties of an elemental, so it has some form because it is sand, but you can still hit it if you like with either a spell or any sort of like a melee weapon, whichever you feel you like to be able to do.
I'm gonna hit with wall of fire because that sounds badass.
Okay, yeah.
That's overkill. Yes. Do I care? No.
Sure, fair.
Kick it in its teeth. Just kidding. But wall of fire. Not kidding.
No. That I totally get it. So let me bring up your character sheet just to be able to pull up the stats of.
You're about to glass them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
turn
you.
them into glass.
Friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
thoughtful.
coming
You're so
together.
thoughtful.
Friendship bracelets and beer. I'm here for this.
I love it.
Shrimp on my-
Remember that time at band camp that we fought that dust devil and made glass bracelets out of its remains?
Good times, memories.
All right. Okay, so let me just pull up. I don't think.
I keep
Trying to
forgetting
find-
wall of fire is a thing. God, this is just my excuse to use it.
It's such an underrated spell. Like,
And I
Yes,
started playing
agreed.
Dragon Age again, and the fire spells in Dragon Age 2 are really enjoyable, and I just picture that.
oh.
Which is a thing that exists in Dungeons and Dragons. Shut up.
No, it does. It does. Yeah. All right. So basically, so what had happened? Like, you can describe how you want this wall of fire to appear. Basically, it is as it's described, is a wall of fire, and you could basically where do you want to put it? How do you want it to look? Describe how this sort of this wall of fire pops up.
I want the wall of fire to hit right in front, so like you can feel it on your noggin and then on your nose. And
Okay.
it looks like a penis. It says a real fuck you, pal.
So as the Dust Devil takes this schlong of fire, I have to make a dexterity saving throw for that one. I'm not kidding.
Take that, CDC.
I'll say he does have a +5, so who knows? Maybe he's been dodging dicks his entire life.
I get it. That's college.
I think it saves because it rolled a 22.
I'm gonna throw another dong at him. Dong.
But here's the thing. It doesn't take all the damage, but it does take half damage. So what I want you to roll is 5d8. This will be fire damage to the Dust Devil.
5. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's only gonna take half, but it's like you get to roll 5d8.
Oh no, where'd it go? Okay. So my first one is 5.
Okay. You have to basically now calculate stuff. Okay. Yep.
I can count.
5. Yep. Oh, thank you.
Then we got 3.
Okay.
And then we've got. No, just kidding. I actually have to hit the roll, right? Then we got another 5.
Okay.
And then we got. I'm so slow. 3. That's lame. And then we have 5. Why is 5s? I mean, that's cool. 5's a good
21.
number. Nice.
Points
So
of damage.
21. Okay. So now I have to because it's not even. So let me. So that's basically okay. So take 11 points of damage.
Ah,
That's halved. All right. Perfect. Okay. Anything else you want to do? You want to run around? You want to, any
just have
bonus
a-
actions you want to do?
Nah, I just have a shitting grin on my face because I think it's hilarious.
Yep. All right. Well, Dash, you're up. You see this giant like wall of fire that looks like a dong basically attack the Dust Devil, and unfortunately didn't take the entire thing, but took some damage. What would you like to do?
Well, so there's nothing is complete with the dong unless you have 2 magical stones at the bottom of this shape of fire. So
So this
I
podcast
wanna,
just lost its family rating, huh?
so I want to be able to grab my barrel that I have for my invention, and I want to be able to shoot 2 of the 3 magical stones to this Dust Devil.
Yeah, you can totally do
So I'm
that.
gonna do that. Shoot 2 of them, so I could, try to precisely aim it, so they're adjacent to each other when they hit.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
moly, great balls of fire.
All right, so I think that was sort of an improvised weapon, I think, for yours, or was that did you have that added into your sheet? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't know if I had it added into my sheet.
I'm so here for this.
You know what?
I
So you
hope I
basically
go out
okay. So you're
with a
magical.
giant
So
dog of fire.
I'll just say because you're an artificer, you can you can work with all the different elements. You basically want to make your literally the rocks into fireballs. So we
Yeah.
can have that great balls of fire.
Yes.
Okay, so in that
100%.
case, because of its improvised weapon, I'll just say instead of a 5d8 of damage, we'll say 2d8 per ball.
Okay.
So roll
Nobody
2d8
likes
of.
looking at balls.
Hey, speak for yourself.
You're lying. Nobody likes balls. They just look weird and in the way.
2 out of the 2d8, I got a 4.
Okay, so that's 4. Now roll another 2d8 for the second ball.
Okay.
We appreciate them for what they do, not how they look.
I mean,
Also a 4, so they are
Also a
very,
4.
equally sized.
Okay,
great
good. All
balls
right,
of
we
fire.
know that one is not bigger than the other.
Yes.
So, that can happen, y'all. I mean, I'm just saying,
Symmetry.
everybody's different. And every magical ball is also different, so.
We don't judge
have
the
balls,
Dust
that's
Devils.
So, okay. Anything else you want to do?
How close am I to the rest of the party? Am I like?
I mean, you're pretty much
Feet-wise.
around. You're within about either 5 or 10 feet away, from anyone in your party. But the Dust Devil is about 35 feet from you.
I just kind of want to just move over to the left in case I need to. If it comes to me, I have other means to repel it, but I don't want to actually.
So you're
hit
moving
the
away
party.
from the party or in behind the party?
Just can I flank to left?
Yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah.
Okay.
You're just moving to the left of the. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, it's now the Dust Devil's turn. I think as much as it's unfortunately it's not Pride Month in Asgul Canyon, so it does not like the large dong, and will basically, because you're the only one kind of out in the open, their dash, it's gonna basically fly forward and slam you. That's the term of the action. That's the term of the action. Stop it! I don't even have the cameras up, and I can see Liana's face. Stop it!
Just tell it that you love it and you're ready to take the relationship to the next level, and it'll go limp really quick.
It'll be great.
I got Alicia Keys playing in the background, and
I mean, I don't know. I thought just hitting it in the stones would do the job. That usually, deflates things.
A little psychological warfare, if you will. That's why you can't have me go first, man.
Were you ready for this today, Steve?
And in this moment,
no, because the Dust Devil rolled a 2, so I assume a 10 does not hit your AC, right?
correct.
Okay, so it basically tries to be able to slam you and push you off your chair, but just couldn't, and literally just slams your head into your face.
What a dick.
Shut up.
But
No, the dick's over about 30 feet away from y'all. Yeah, and that's, I think that's the end of their
I've had
turn. So they're
halflings
now,
slam me harder than this.
Is that high school prom?
it just, it couldn't get it up. All right, next up is Wicklet. Wicklet, so the Dust Devil is now basically like blowing sand all around Dash right now. What do you do?
That is a great question.
Just give it a little smack. Tell her it's a good girl.
I seductively walk up to the Dust Devil and say, "How you doing?" And I swing my hammer for the first shot right into the stones.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Can I roll to seduce the Dust Devil?
Yes.
If you want to.
Yes. You show that who's boss.
Funny enough,
You
there
make
is
it
no
question
resistances or
right
immunities
away.
for that. So yeah.
Well then,
Don't let those dreams be dreams.
what would that be under? Like,
Paradise.
would that be charisma?
That would definitely, yes. That would be a definite charisma.
I got a
check.
10.
oh,
Oh, performance? Yeah, actually, performance could also work too. Yeah.
Okay, no, I got a 13.
Okay. All right. Well, its charisma saving throw is a -5, so I'm not. This is not gonna end well. I don't think.
Ladies.
It rolled a 9 on the die, so fuck.
You
Have you seen the Dust
sat
Devil blush?
I will say,
flaming
out of all my
penis
years
the
of
way it
dungeon
deserves.
mastering, I have never had this happen before. But the Dust Devil, looks over towards Wicklet, and what does Wicklet do to seduce the Dust Devil?
That's all their life choices.
Wicklet slowly walks over to the Dust Devil and, goes and caresses one of the giant stone lumps and just looks up at what it assumes are the Dust Devil's eyes. And in one hand holding the warhammer, it slowly just, caresses the long handle and looks endearingly into the eyes of the Dust Devil.
Just like that, everyone got pregnant.
Dust Devil looks straight into Wicklet's eyes. It softens a little bit. The sand isn't stops. The cyclone of sand starts to kind of slow down a little bit, and says,
Let me fix that. I've never felt this way before. Where have you been all my life?
Well, normally I'm just a bit over that way, but I'll tell you what, we have someplace really important to be, and I'd love to spend more time with you. But why don't we set up a date night? How about 4 days from now, and I'll come back and we can spend the night huddling on the wrong side of the caves here, and maybe if we're really lucky, we can go and find some ruins together and discover some things together.
That sounds wonderful. I'll be waiting.
And it just, the cyclone of dust just sort of fades away off and it goes off into the distance.
Yay, Joe. Fly away.
I'm sorry for turning your D&D campaign into smut.
No, don't be sorry.
That's not
This is
your
paradise.
fault. I'm blaming the tiefling on this one.
Oh, just wait till
Wow.
we get to the dragon.
I feel like I need a smoke.
I got plans with that dragon.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, okay.
So seduce the dust devil before.
Oh my gosh.
See, I'm
that
just
on your
here
bingo card.
to inspire people to
I
reach their full
realized I
potential.
probably should have just asked for your number. That probably would have helped.
Screw that. I'm putting that on my resume. I'm putting that on my resume.
So here's the thing: what I love is that the stats for the Dust Devil, there are no it's immune and resistant to a lot. But A, it's not resistant or immune to fire at all. So it was already doomed from the beginning. And then also had a -5 to charisma.
This is beautiful. This is art. Put this in a
This is the
museum.
same epic level as Ellie in our disability pride, where we were just like, let's just banish the guy.
Just banish him. Just gone. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Aurora,
as
noticing
I,
a little bit of the heat in Wicklet's cheeks, would just let a little bit of her hair gust, kind of just to fluff up the fur, cool Wicklet down a little, just so that we're ready.
For a second, I thought you were describing my face, and I was to say, no, that's actually sunburn from this weekend. But
Oh no, I'm for sure bright red.
oh, me too. This is the only shade I turn. But yes. So
Is
yes.
it just me, or is it a bit windy in here? Oh my god, my heart. What a hurricane. Ooh, I'm gonna have to come back here later.
Okay. Well, that encounter's done.
Beautiful. Love always
Wicklet,
wins.
I feel like
Yeah?
that is something I have never seen before, ever.
Good for you, buddy.
You know what? Love finds a way.
Love finds a way.
This ain't Jurassic Park.
Love finds a way.
God.
Did you know
I can already imagine this is going to be
comes with
clipped
its own
out
soundtrack?
of the show and just taken out of context so damn much. And I am all here for it.
You know what I'm here for is the fan art of Wicklet seducing a sand devil.
We have
don't have one, I will be very upset.
a lovely person in our community, Recluse, who made in our previous adventure Lego versions of all the characters. And Recluse, I'm putting this to you right now. If you're watching or listening, I need you to make a Lego scene of this. I don't know how. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but
wall of fire. And Wicklet lovingly caressing flaming stone balls.
only if you feel comfortable doing this, Recluse. I leave it up to you. Or if anyone else wants to make fan art of
And
this.
just all of us, I want to be like laying on the ground, dying, laughing. I want Aurora to just look absolutely fucking mortified.
Lego, I'm not saying you have an opportunity here, Lego, but if you're listening to this or somebody who works at Lego is listening to this is D&D gold.
Yes.
Okay.
I just realized too, Dash was in the center of all that.
Yeah,
The cycle was
speechless.
revolving
That's
around
right.
you.
I've never seen this before, and I'm not
right,
saying
the
that I
fan
don't
thing.
like it. I
discoveries
am
were
impressed. I am very impressed with
Yeah,
Liz.
not only were you like, you need to find a room, you were the room.
Yes.
You know what's perfect about wearing this jacket in a desert thing, though, is I literally have sand in my pocket for some reason, and I don't know.
God.
I'm very
A little bit of dust devil, huh?
Many questions.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's
Many
okay.
questions.
Immersion.
Man, it is hot in here.
Yeah, I'm toasty and the AC ain't helping. All right. Well, because you earned it, Wicklet, why don't you roll 2 more Constitution saving throws for me?
Screw it.
Just for the last mile of the night, as the sun is just coming up.
The first one is a nat 1.
Okay.
The second one is a 24.
Okay. All right. Well,
Wicklet
because
doesn't
there's a
wanna leave.
big difference
Balance.
between the two, what happens is that because it's taking you a little bit longer to kind of get to recover from that, whatever that was, so it's you don't go as long as phrasing. You don't go the full phrasing.
You just gotta make sure you get through the hard
There's nothing
path.
you can say right now.
Go forward.
No.
You took a pounding, but you kept going anyway. Even though it was long and hard, you just kept
So
going.
jumping ahead at the end of the night, you all are exhausted. You need a smoke, and you come across as you're looking for a place to find shelter for the night. I'm desperately trying to switch gears here, and I can't.
Gotta get the train back on track.
I'm trying. And it's because I would love to live in this moment for a long time, but I'm like, we got a time limit. So
We got a mission.
Yeah, we got a mission. So you find this one alcove in the canyon. I want, let's say, Aurora. I want you to roll a investigation check for me, please.
Okay. 16.
Okay. So as you see this sort of alcove, it's pretty thin, and you can't you kind of caught the side of it, but it looked like from the distance that maybe it doesn't sort of lead to anything. But as you kind of go closer to it and you look through, you can see that there's light at the end of this crevice. Crevasse, yes.
Sorry.
You think you could be able to everyone could be able to fit in, but you're not sure if Dash's wheelchair will be able to make it through. If anyone maybe has a particular warhammer to be able to knock down some stones, I'll just suggest it to y'all now. And also, Dash, you are a person in the mountains. If you want to be able to take the next few minutes to clear a path for y'all to get through, I'll leave that up to you. Otherwise, whatever you decide you want to be able to do.
Let's get to taking these boulders out. Let's make a path.
Okay, so this will be a dual roll. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm happy to add guidance to that too, to be like,
Okay.
you got this. So that'll be a +4 to ability
Okay.
checks.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
So
Or
then we'll do
roll
a
a
dual.
D4.
Yeah. We're gonna do a dual roll. So Wicklet, I'm gonna have you roll a strength ability check.
All right.
And then I'm gonna have Dash. I'm gonna have you roll. I'm just basically bring up your character sheet here so I can see which would be. I think because you have your of the mountain.
Is that a dual roll or just one?
So it'll be just one strength check for you. This will, because you're the one basically kind of clearing the rock, but Dash will be the one kind of directing where to hit, basically.
I got 8.
8. Okay, that's fine. Dash, why don't you roll a let's say a proficiency, roll your wisdom and then add your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the D4 and then they can just add that to both of their rolls?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Right now it's a 13.
13. That's with a +3.
16.
So 16, okay. And then Aurora, what'd you roll for
I rolled
guidance?
2, so both of them get to add 2 to the rolls.
So total 18 for
18.
Dash, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what is that for your strength roll, Wicklet?
8.
8. Okay.
And then +2
So-
would make a 10? Or did you roll a 6? Sorry.
Yeah, Wicklet, you get the guidance as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so I'm re-roll. I'm making
No.
another roll.
No. What did
you're
you
just adding
roll?
2.
Oh, I rolled a 4 originally. I have a +4 for strength, so...
And then 2 more.
So
okay,
basically
so
it's a 10.
10.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Sweet.
So yeah, with the 3 of you together, and Hawk, you could just chill and supervise or keep watch as the night as the sun's starting to come up. Basically, you were able to break down at least the crevice so that it still looks inconspicuous to anybody kind of like looking off from the canyon or from a little bit of a distance, but it's enough for you to be able to get the wheelchair through. Hi, Steve Saylor here, interrupting this episode with our sponsor of today, which is us, Dungeons and Disableds. If you're interested in learning more about our show, make sure to go to dungeonsanddisableds.com, where you can be able to get access to our social links, as well as our previous adventures. Also, I want to encourage you, please, if you like this show, please go and review this show on any podcast platform, or leave a comment or a like, or rate a review on any platform you prefer, just to kind of help us out and kind of get the word out there as far as our show, and hopefully we can be able to bring in more folks who are interested in Dungeons and Dragons, but also from a disabled perspective. Also, this show is brought to you by our store, dungeonsanddisableds.store, where you can really get this kind of really cool logo t-shirt that we have, as well as you can get a hoodie, you can get a coffee mug, or a really cool leather bomber jacket, which is awesome, and including our very own RPG that I made called Pistols and Powers. You can be able to get all of that for dungeonsanddisableds.store, and help support the show as well. Anyway, that's it for me. Back to the episode already in progress. And then as you kind of step through, all of you, it's a very large cave. And it's lit by it's almost as if it was like as bright as like daylight, and yet the sun hasn't fully come up, the moon hasn't fully gone down yet, but it just feels like that with it, where this sort of cave is present, there's a sort of like this there's a bunch of different crevices in the canyon itself that where light is directed. No matter what, it's just there's light in the center of this cave, and in the center of this cave is a bit of an oasis. There's like a little pond of water that is constantly being filled by some sort of underground crevice. You don't know. It's just there's currents kind of in it, and it's just flowing. And then there's also a giant tree that is hanging over top of this pond, and it's lush with many different colors of leaves, from green to pink to yellow to purple. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it looks like it's grown there for a while. And I think even with that, actually, if anyone wants to roll an investigation check for me, I can have you sort of see if this spot is great for a campsite.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah.
At the same time, can I do detect magic as well?
Yeah, you can totally do that. Sure.
And
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So Dash, you kind of look around, and you could definitely tell that there's really no there's kind of no way in or out. It seems like it's kind of like enclosed in, and this would definitely be a good spot to camp. But Aurora, as you cast detect magic, you definitely see an aura around the oasis. And you can describe how that looks. Oh, but yeah, actually, what would you like to say?
Can I just roll a nature check?
Sure, of course. Yeah. So yeah, as they do that, Aurora, why don't you describe what does Aurora see when you look at the magic kind of in this oasis?
So it's got like a shimmer to it, like almost like something was like extra polished or extra shiny. When there's magic, there's like a glitter that kind of comes off as like, hey. So if the magic is everywhere, everything's kind of almost sparkling while she's checking to see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, as that magic kind of like just starts to flow in and out, like it's sort of like you see like occasionally like this sort of like this strand of magic to sort of branch out and just, you know, hit the like the air, the sort of the areas of the canyon wall where the lights are sort of shining in, and it's almost as if it's like it's not like those sort of like holes in the canyon itself that brings in the light was kind of almost magically made. That's how you could determine with the detect magic. Yeah.
So the light source versus more like the water and the trees are also all magic, or is it more coming from the light sources in the?
So the magic is centered in this oasis, like right where the pond and the tree is. And the tree you can kind of see is more. That's where the magic is happening. And as different strands of magic every once in a while, not constant, but every once in a while, it just kind of goes up towards the different areas of light.
Do I know what school of magic it is?
You do not. Yeah. What'd you roll for nature?
21.
21. Okay. What would you like to know?
I would like to know if there's anything in the area that we could potentially eat, if there's any animals that we could potentially find to speak to about this area, and any points of interest that may be along our way.
Yeah. So as you kind of get closer to the pond and the tree, you can see there actually is a wide variety of fruit hanging from the tree. It's different. Like you've never seen a fruit tree like this before. And as I said, with the different sort of leaves, you kind of get to see that each sort of different color leaves had sort of like those branches have different types of fruit. And it just seems like they're very lush and fresh. But then if you look into the pond, there's like different little varieties of fish. You know, nothing big, but you know, the pond isn't huge, but it's like enough that you can be able to like there's like just fish is kind of like constantly swimming in and around it. You like this seems kind of like out of the ordinary, but it is very real. It is very magical, and it's just in this, you know, alcove.
How deep is the pond? Is it?
It's about like 10 feet deep, so it's not nothing too major.
All right. I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And Wiglet goes up to the pond and looks at the fish.
Hey, do you all know what kind of fruit that is? Like, has any of it ever fallen in here, or have you ever seen anybody eat any of this? What is this place?
Oh yeah. We see there's all different types of colors: red, orange, purple. I don't even know what those colors are, but that's what it looks like to us. And yeah, there's been someone here that's just been, you know, eating away.
I mean, so people do eat the fruit? Like,
just one.
Oh, have others tried, or is this place isn't frequented much? Like, people don't come here much?
We only see just the one.
No, what do they look like?
At this moment, as you're communing with animals, from out of the shadows, you kind of hear wheels coming from the from off in the distance, coming towards you. And as you turn around, you see someone in a wheelchair. And Grant, why don't you describe, who do they see?
Yeah, they see a 6'5" towering figure of a dragonborn. He has light gold eyes. Every time he breathes, his muscles stretch his heavy plate armor. And every time the light reflects off his skins, the blue scales shimmer in an almost inviting warmth. His neck and head are full of lightning scars from his adventures, but his eyes give a very warm and comforting glow. while they're imposed by two massive curled horns.
So you all see this being kind of rolled towards you. What do you do?
Hello there. What's your name? It's nice to see somebody in these parts of the, in this part of the canyon.
Why are you in my oasis?
Oh, we didn't realize it was yours. I was just talking to the fish. We were just, we were in the area.
You're not very good conversationalists. You could have just come over and met me.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm not the most intelligent one on the block, but, hi, my name is Wicklet, and nice to meet you. So hopefully this will be a better conversation start. Wicklet holds out their paw.
He reaches over with a massive blue scaled hand. I'm Voltron. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do not eat the purple fruit, despite what they say.
You know what? Gotcha. What was your name again? I'm terrible with names.
Voltron?
Boltron?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. So Boltron here is saying don't eat the purple fruit or bad things will happen. The fish are liars and yeah, but well, here's everyone else.
Yeah.
He just looked at all of you with some like hesitation, but also like comfort.
I want to be the asshole that's already eating purple fruit. Like,
So
you all
Voltron,
turn around and I'm just
as you say, don't eat the purple fruit. Everyone kind of looks over and sees Hawk just like mid-bite into this giant, like what looks like a purple plum.
I'm so curious what's gonna happen.
Oh no!
I'm like not even paying attention. Juice is going down my chin. I am just in hog heaven with this piece of purple fruit in my mouth.
Wicklet just
Hawk, why don't you roll a d20?
I feel like this is a bad move.
I have
Oh,
major
no.
concerns.
I got
Did you get a 1?
I got a what?
No!
Oh no, this is.
Well, see you guys next campaign.
All right, as everyone stares at Hawk and realizing the what after hearing what Boltra says, don't eat the purple fruit, and Hawk is mid bite. She you're kind of you're like you just sort of stand there frozen. All of a sudden, you grow rabbit ears out of your head.
Oh my god, you look like me! Let's go! Rabbit ears!
Those are tumors.
Oh no! Wait, are mine tumors too? Oh no!
Boltron, you've seen this before. You know you know what to do if you know.
Yeah. Can I outreach my hand to Hawk?
Yeah. Yeah, you can totally. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I promise I won't hurt you.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
I mean, they did warn us about the fruit, and you proceeded to eat it.
Bite! You should have started with that, and then we talk about the rest. I was already, bro. I'm hungry.
You saw me talking to the fish. You may not have known what the fish were saying, but you saw me talking to the fish.
You know that she eats first and asks questions later.
That's fair, but oh my god.
It is purple. I mean, purple's an amazing color.
Yes.
Sure.
See, they get it. They get
Did
it.
it
You don't
taste
get
good?
it. Stop judging me.
Isn't
taste
purple
good?
normally like dangerous in nature?
Delicious.
Not for where
That
I'm
actually
from,
tasted
but
really good. Like,
Can I cast
Sweet,
like
juicy.
healing?
yes,
Okay.
you can.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
So he goes
yeah.
over and he puts his hand on the tumors, and he just casts healing. And they fall off.
Yeah, and they fall off and they just disappear into the sand.
Wicklet kind of looks in horror as this is happening, like holding their own ears, like.
I like slyly pick them up and stick them in my back pocket because they look cool.
All of a sudden, as you put them in the back pocket, they just turn it just turns to sand.
Oh, that's
Sand in your pocket. That's the
Like in your
explanation.
pocket?
Is it
That's
sand?
Full circle.
Damn tumors!
How long have you been traveling here?
3
a
days?
few days.
Yeah, about you're going into your 4th official day.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
many, many moons.
Hey.
Sounds sus, man.
Many moons.
By choice?
Yeah, I mean, how else
Or
are
are
they
you-
supposed to know?
Trapped here?
My old adventuring party was similar to you. We're on a quest to slay a dragon, and unfortunately, as you can see, and he motions to the scars on his neck and his head, the dragon won. And I'm the only remaining member.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're actually not trying to fight the dragon. We're running from the dragon. We don't want to fight a dragon. So if you want to join us, you could run with us and we could all get out of here.
If
And then you don't have to be... Huh?
If you have an old veteran like me, I would love to accompany you.
I mean, are you all okay with that? Like, I don't mind. I feel like the more people we have, the better off we'd be in a crazy place like this. And, you know, Boltron, how well do you know the overall area?
Well enough to survive, but not well enough to do it on my own.
I mean, what do you think?
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm the person in the D&D campaign that gets all like excited over the simplest.
It's a 14.
And a 14. Okay. Boltron, why don't you roll either, if it's up to you, a perception or persuasion or a deception check, and tell me what you roll on Discord.
11. Message you. Okay.
Yeah. So Aurora, you can't really gauge much, but you know that Boltron is telling the truth from as he sees it. That's basically about it.
We'd be happy to have you join us. It's better to go together than it is to go alone.
But which fruit can we eat? Because I'm still hungry.
He points to a tree with green fruit.
Perfect. I'm just gonna grab some of those before we head out.
You know, I've got one question. Dash, this kind of pertains to you. Do you know of any way to make it so that wheel devices maybe don't get caught in the sand as much here? Like, you've been living here for a long time, it seems like. Do you have any ways that you could maybe help? I mean, Dash, is that something that maybe we'd be interested in seeing, is if we can find a better way to make it accessible in this area?
I think we could probably do something about that. I mean, this place is a little bit rocky, and it kind of reminds me, you know, even though it's not as purple as the Chowrite Mountains, but I think we could figure something out. How are you able to move around in this spot, Boltron? In this area?
And Boltron, you can describe your wheelchair if you like.
Yeah, it's a wheelchair with like the tires or the wheels have makeshift chains around them, presumably from chainmail, from what's like an old armor piece. You're not sure where it comes from. And then where the joystick is, it's a like glowing like crystal. He just hovers his hand over and can move.
Wow, you have a similar chair, you know, that's kind of powered. Mine's powered by this purple amethyst, and I got, you know, what color is that crystal that you have, or that gem that you have? Because I'm here. I'm actually an inventor, and you know, I'm looking to like make things better and find, you know, just different ways to create inventions and power them. And you know, I'd really like to learn more about your chair.
The color of it, we'll say white gold, like his eyes.
I love it.
Yeah. So basically, you can kind of, I think, Dash, you can kind of look over the chair, and you can actually be able to see, like, Boltron's able to kind of like get around. It has like sort of a similar, sort of like sleeker build, and just kind of like almost like your chair. Like, you know that the chair can get around, but it just wasn't able to get through past, you know, the canyon kind of thing. And you know, like you all know, basically that trying to be able to cross the Ustria Desert alone is like fate worse than death, and would probably turn into death. So it's like the more people you have with you, almost the better to kind of help. So you can be able to like upgrade it a little bit if you like, which I'll leave it up to you how you want to upgrade with based on the materials that you have. But you can totally do that. It's up to Ultron if you feel like you want to have your chair upgraded a little bit.
As much as I appreciate the offer, I prefer things I build myself.
Well, if you ever need any help, like this chair isn't, I don't need all of this hepatize on here. So if you need some strong alloy, I can definitely lend you some. Whenever you need it, just let me know.
He just nods with like a warm, gentle smile. His head's so massive it takes like seconds to move.
I guess I'm doing this while I'm like kind of like looking up at Boltron because I'm very short statured and just enamored by the wheel and how the size of it and everything, and I'm just kind of like, man, I guess I'm just a small fry.
Yeah, compared to Boltron, yeah. So as they're sort of tinkering away, what does the rest of y'all do?
I'm still gathering the fruit that we can eat. The green.
I'm
fruit.
gonna just help
Cool.
Hawk harvest fruit.
Not the purple
Aurora's
ones.
probably like sitting down and just letting the fruit, like, you can see the exhaustion in Aurora that like all of the adventurers. So she's found the comfiest spot she can, and she's just like literally holding all of the fruit that you're collecting, and it's just like mounding around her, and she's like, okay, yep, I'll observe.
I'm like
I do have a
smacking the
question.
purple fruit out of Hawk's hand, just like, no, stop it, stop it.
It's just so pretty. You cannot make things pretty that are not eat. That is not.
What if we take one of those fruits and then maybe we could use that for
To make
possibly
mead.
a future?
cider.
Oh, how dangerous is this purple fruit, Boltron? Like how bad is it?
Because I
You
could
saw
deal with
the
some bunny
results.
ears. I could deal with some bunny.
Is that the worst of it? Is just the growing the bunny like ears,
They
tuners?
seep into your brain.
Oh,
They
If anyone
eventually
wants
make you
to-
blind before
Yeah,
you succumb to dehydration.
If anyone wants to roll either a nature or an Arcana check,
Yeah,
I'll roll a nature.
I'll roll
Okay.
And
Arcana.
that one.
Oh,
it's just a purple fruit.
So what happens if a Harangon eats the purple fruit?
I have a 19 for
19
Arcana.
for Arcana.
Yeah.
Would I grow an extra set of ears?
So Aurora, you kind of like look at it, and through your research that you've done in the past, you've come across sort of some interesting magical sort of natural occurrences in your research, and you don't remember the name of the fruit, but you do know there's a lot of wild magic in that fruit. And basically, it's random. Anything could happen. You just don't know.
So I would say that's a fruit of chance. You might not get extra ears. You really truly don't know what's going to happen when you eat that.
Ooh,
Which
lottery fruit.
I was like, I'm concerned with telling you that because with this group, I think that means you're all going to test what happens to each of you. But I would maybe advise against it. It is very
we must
pretty.
resist. We must resist the
I mean-
temptation, Hawk.
We could take some and I can put it in my bag and I'll supervise. But we
How have
can,
you all survived for this now?
we have a healer.
you know, that's
Fine.
a really good question. It's a really good question.
Because we're charismatic, okay?
Because
We
I have a
build-
warhammer.
And flaming dicks, okay?
You just
The power of God and anime dicks on my side.
I have a dust devil girlfriend.
Really big stone cojones too. Like,
Boltrin, you look over at these four, and you're like, you don't even need to roll an insight check. You know that this is what you see is what you get with this group.
We like to live dangerously.
He clicks his tongue. A little spark of lightning shoots off to the side. Not out of anger, but just like, well, shit. This is what I run into.
Did you just basically, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed, and do like the click of your tongue?
Bolt turns around,
but
and I'm
like,
already eating another piece of purple fruit.
All right, well, now we know who's the daddy of the group.
That wasn't meant to be.
I smack the rest of the fruit out of your hand.
How old is Bolton? Is he a daddy or is he a zaddy? This is very important lore that we need to solidify before
The fact that this is a question.
What's the one? Yes.
Yes to all of it.
They're not a zaddy or a daddy. They're a dratty. Okay.
I need that on a shirt now.
I feel like this campaign alone has so much merch potential.
Oh my gosh.
Hawk, you kind of look over at Boltrin, and there's like a little bit of a shine on his dragon scales, a little bit, and his eyes are very, very piercing.
It's because he wants my purple fruit. I get it.
Yeah, fair.
I get it.
Can I sit it right next to you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So as you're about to eat the fruit, he just, with like a really swift motion, just smacks down your hand. Like really quick, just...
That's fucking rude. I don't know if I should use Charm Person or Hold Monster. What the fuck, man?
Tumors.
But they're cute tumors. You gotta accept a little risk in your life. It's called balance.
Tumors.
But they might not always show his bunny ears.
It's a risk
Maybe
I'm
you could get
willing
a
to take.
tail.
I'm cool with it.
You are not making this sound like a
second tail.
negative.
I know.
Is it a purple tail?
Whenever I try to give you all warnings, it never comes out as a negative. I have to tell you, it's boring. And nothing cool's gonna
appreciate you,
happen.
Mom.
Hawk, that purple fruit looks still like really, really good right now.
It's so good. It's juicy. Makes you sick.
Wicklet smashes the purple fruit on the ground. They use their warhammer and they smash the purple fruit.
Y'all need some manners. Who raised y'all? Y'all are rude.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
not
I'll tell you
sharing
what.
my devil weed with you anymore. No, we're done.
Oh man, I love
done.
the devil weed.
I know. Should have thought about that. Consequences of your own actions.
Aurora, how about this? Before you take away the devil weed, all right, Aurora, hear me out. You said you'd be willing to supervise.
Not the
What
devil
if when
weed.
we get back, we have the purple fruit and we turn it into a special brew mead, which needs medicinals to help us out? And then that way we have somebody responsible watching the rest of us.
I'm here
And then-
for adding that to our brewing potential collection. But how about we do it after, when we're not trying to run away from a dragon?
Oh yeah, the dragon. I
With
forgot
like
about that.
We'll just send Wicklet to just smooch the dragon. Just little smoochy smooch. Swipe left.
I mean, have we? Okay, question. Backstory lore question. Have we seen Wicklet attempt to seduce other creatures, monsters in battle as an adventuring party?
I'm about to
I
make
don't-
Wicklet the
Wicklet,
biggest
I'll leave
horn
that up
dog
to you.
ever. You just trying to fuck everything.
I'll leave that up to you. Have they seen it? Like you flirt, or is this
they're
like
just
was
flirting
that the
with
first
everything.
time,
Is
or
this
what?
like, oh yeah?
You know, they've seen me at one of the local taverns trying to, flirt a bit. It hasn't always gone miraculously, but like 8 times out of 10, Wicklet is a pretty smooth talker.
Okay.
Wicklet's a pretty smooth talker for a barbarian.
Okay.
Very big disclaimer. Please pack those expectations.
Listen,
I'll
ixnay
just
on the
say-
intelligence, okay?
I'll just even say above the table, just kind of stats wise, the dragon has a +4 to charisma, so anything is possible.
I'm gonna fuck the dragon. I'm gonna fuck the dragon.
Listen,
I'll tell y'all that
you know,
right now. I'm gonna fuck the dragon. I'm gonna fuck.
You all know
Dragon
me,
prepared me.
and I believe that talking is the better solution to fighting. But, and I don't doubt your charm, Wicklet. I don't. We've seen you.
I'm hearing a butt in this conversation. I'm hearing a butt.
I just worry about safety of our lives if it doesn't go right with the dragon. You know, I like this
I'm
plan.
coming back in a week to mess with a dust devil. I think I can handle a dragon.
I don't. Listen, I said I don't question your capability of romance. I just worry about our lives.
That is fair. Okay, I'll come back for the dragon later.
I like the running away plan.
That's a good plan.
Wait, Wickley, you're actually coming back for the Dust Devil?
What? You think I was making that up? That was true romance like that. You don't see stuff like that. You know how many people have seduced a dust devil? Well, I don't know
Mama
any, but
didn't
I
raise
assume
no
it's not
kids.
many.
You're not a quitter. They're not a quitter.
I'm coming back for you, baby. I'm coming back for you.
Okay.
DM frantically starts writing.
Wicklet fanfic coming soon.
Dungeons and Disabled.
Oh, the side adventure of romance.
I love it.
Hey,
I'm here for it.
yeah.
I'm like expecting some like dusty romance cover novel pun somewhere.
Yeah,
Just to make it
Wicklet,
worse,
you know,
I'm gonna have to wear a mask whenever I'm around it, so it's
that's
gonna make
right.
it even more kinky. Love it.
No kink
I can
shades.
see Wicklet basically like you just kind of stir your paw in the sand and kind of like a circular motion, just kind of slowly, just.
I miss them.
Ladies.
Oh, the
Vulture,
joy.
what's up, bud?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the table.
Vulture's eyes are just looking frantically like. maybe I shouldn't
Regretting
have come out yet.
everything.
Maybe I should
Regretting
let them
every
come
last
Yeah,
out.
you should have stayed in the shadows. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump in.
We need an
As
adult.
much as I don't want to, I would love to see this going. But and I know y'all are watching this, but like, no, let them. No, we gotta get these players out of the canyon. All right, and that's my job. And so as basically the sun starts to kind of like crest over the canyon, it now. What was kind of like moonlight sort of hitting this oasis is now with kind of bright sunlight. So as y'all set up camp to spend the night, is there anything anyone wants to do before you all go to bed? As I ask hesitantly.
What you mean?
I don't know. What do you want to do before you go to bed?
Wicklet wants to rest. Okay, they've been lifting and smashing rocks all day. They are ready for rest. They're gonna do their camping out overnight, and then they are out.
They need to rest up for all that loving.
So Wicklet isn't taking first watch. We got that.
Aurora is definitely not taking. Aurora would maybe offer to take last watch.
Okay.
I can take second watch.
I'll take
Second watch.
first if you trust me.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll
cool.
go second. I'll go second. I'll kind of like ease into going into to rest and
Wait, who's
kinda
in second
keep
or
an
who's in
eye
third?
I can
I
go
do
third.
second.
Okay. All right. So immediately, like as y'all kind of like are going to rest, Boltrin, you notice that like it's like seconds after Wicklet hits the pillow, had hit the pillow, completely out, like full on out. Yeah, you kind of like you know this has been your home for a while, and what do you do?
I just roll over to the pond and just look at the fish I just start smirking.
And
as hell.
you see one fish kind of like go up to the surface and just wink at you. All right, I want you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Wait. We know how this group rolls. What's going on with the fish?
Listen, I am not like you. I just came in here. I am not like you. I am not a fish vulture.
Don't let me in with you monsters.
I am not like you.
I mean, Bolton's been kind of lonely. No, I'm kidding.
They got the big lips, man. I'm just okay. Sorry. Moving on.
Getting into some the boys territory here.
Yeah, this is gone from we lost our PG rated and now it's full on mature. It's adult. All right.
I did work on the boys, so like that would be very appropriate.
All right, Bolton. Yeah, what would you roll me a perception check for me?
Do you want me to type it or say it?
You can say it.
24.
24. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Nothing happens throughout the night. You can hear the dragon overhead, but that's kind of about it. Yeah. It just really nothing really doesn't seem like the dragon's pretty close. But you've heard this many times before, so there's no cause for alarm, anything like that. So. Yeah, and your watch kind of comes to an end, and you wake up Dash. And Dash, anything you want to do before? While during your watch?
I'd probably just grab some sand to make some more magical stones since I used them on the Dust Devil.
Sure.
Is there any way that I can is there kind of passing by with me and Boltrin? Because I kind of had one question since they've been. Before I take my watch, I wanted to know, do you happen to know a familiar name of Thalis, or if that name is familiar to you at all?
Boltrin, you know the name.
I'm aware.
Now, is that a name that's negative or positive for you?
It's a name you should avoid at all costs.
Okay, well, that's I hope you have a good rest. Yeah, and I go and take my watch and get my pebbles and reload my armrest cannon again, and for the next battle. But and take my watch.
Why don't you roll me a perception check for me, please?
It is a 6.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You don't notice anything. I mean, there was potentially like a group of gnolls kind of like sort of in the area that you're in. You kind of like rolled over to the crevice just to kind of like peek out, but they didn't seem to pay any attention to where you all are. None kind of like looked in your direction, so you feel pretty confident that with the excavating that you and Wicklet had done, you were able to hide the entranceway. So. You're totally fine. Cool. And then who's third for watch?
It's me.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know why I said it like that. Sorry.
It's fine. What a way to announce. That's great. So yeah, Dash, you go and you wake up Hawk for their watch.
Hey, Hawk. It's time for your watch. But before you go, do you happen to have a sprinkle of devil weed, to help me go to sleep?
I got you, boo. I got you. I'm gonna get that devil weed for my friend Dash. Anything I need to know before I go? It was pretty quiet. Can I chill, or is there some shenanigans happening out there?
I thought I heard some gnolls go by, but before I took my watch, I talked to Boltrin real quick and asked him about Thalis. Not saying what we were doing, but they didn't like the name and said that Thalis is somebody we should avoid, and I didn't really go anything deeper into that because I just wanted to get over with the watch, and yeah. So I don't know if that means anything to you.
I have no idea who that person is, but it doesn't sound like he's good a good dude. Kind of suspicious, though, that the person that just joined also seems to know somebody that's contacted 2 people of our party so far. So, I don't know. Maybe something we should look out on, but for now, I guess I'll just take watch and keep an eye out before I fuck off into oblivion, I guess. I'm just gonna head back over to where the normal watch spot is, kind of closer to the pond.
Yeah.
Hawk is very excited just to have a moment away by herself. She doesn't have to be the entertainer. She can just demask, be herself, be contemplative. Also kind of ruminating on the Thalis stuff, because there's some concerns around what's going on with this character that she can't help but to kind of obsess over when she's by herself. And that's what devil weed is for.
Perfect. Why don't you roll a perception check for me, please?
Yes, I can. 1 second, if this would work. I'm sorry, which one is that? What die is that again? I forgot.
So on your character sheet,
Yes.
there is under the where it says.
I see it.
Yep, skills. Yeah, just roll that.
Just kidding.
Yep.
Oh no.
It's all good.
Hold on. Actually, my computer's messing up. I mean, not my computer, because those don't exist.
Your magical
Abacus,
device.
right?
Abacus,
My
yeah.
magical device. Oh fuck. Okay, 8. I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You hear the dragon kind of like fly overhead, but I get like nothing really, like as if the dragon kind of could sense, like you could sense that knew where you were, or that you could tell. Yeah, that's basically about it. Yeah, so Pat, your watch kind of goes by relatively fine. And all right, and you're right. Your watch ends. Who's next?
I think that's me.
Aurora. Okay. It was at this moment. I'm gonna send everyone else backstage.
Look at that grin. Look at that grin. I don't like it.
All right, I'm gonna send everyone backstage. Make sure to mute your speakers so you don't hear anything.
Bye, everybody.
And we'll see you on the other side.
See y'all on the Discord.
How do we mute?
Oh,
Okay.
how dare you?
What?
Don't you chuckle over there? Don't you evil
Trying
chuckle.
to hide. There we go.
Oh my
Perfect.
goodness gracious. Hello.
So, hello. So as you sleep, you do fall asleep really quickly. Same with like Wicklet. It's just like, the day has gone by really quick, and you're just like, sleep comes to you very fast, as well as a dream comes at you very fast. You find yourself in the library where you spent many hours in researching, looking at different types of books. Is there a particular book that you're kind of fascinated with at the moment that you're currently reading?
I feel like a lot of the books are based on like protection magic and based on like survival magic. So she's been really focusing on bolstering her skills on like, what is the thing that I could learn that could save the people around me? So probably going into like cleric research, not quite, but like starting to be like, is this something I'm interested in? What are the interesting things about bringing people back and all of that sort of stuff? Resurrection magic, probably.
Okay. And you kind of see yourself like a little bit disjointed in time. It's not really, nothing's really kind of like this. You know this memory quite well, but it's not sort of flowing in the same flow of time as you remember. Like you kind of jump ahead, you're looking at other books, then you're back at this one, you're at the beginning of the same book, then you're kind of near the end, and you've got your notes kind of like the amount of notes that you have kind of like change every single moment. And then you start to think about when you connected with your patron. What was that moment like for you, and what happened in, like when you discovered your patron?
It was a moment of desperation. There was Aurora was out on a mountain adventuring with a party, kind of very similar to this, out searching for artifacts, fairly new to the adventuring side of things. And her party came across a rock giant that they couldn't handle themselves. And she let them go, she basically sacrificed herself to let them all escape, and distracted, and really pulled the attention. And it was in that moment of like, okay, like these are my last moments. I am hoping for help. And it was in that moment that she or her patron reached out to her.
Okay. Yeah. In that moment, you start to see kind of like the two memories sort of collide with each other. As you're sitting on the top of that mountain, you see all your notes and books that you were previously researching in the library, and you kind of see like, an odd bookshelf here and there just scattered around the mountain. And as you were kind of in that particular memory, you see off in the distance a blue dragon flying, surrounding this mountaintop, and you see someone riding it. You can't make out what they look like, but there's someone riding that dragon. What do you do in that particular moment?
I think she freezes. I think it's like a moment of like, that idea of like, I can't make a decision. I don't know whether to run or stay, and just completely paralyzes her, and which is a very similar feeling for her.
As you kind of stand motionless on the mountaintop, the dragon comes closer and lands just behind you, on the cliff there, and the dragon doesn't look menacing to you. Like, you've seen dragons before, and you like when you see one, you run away. That's the common across like anywhere you go. But in this moment, you kind of feel like, hey, this is my last few moments. Hey, what a way to go, right? But the dragon doesn't seem like it's like wanting to do anything. But as it, like, you could see it's like kind of breathing heavily as it lands. Smoke starts to kind of like come out of its nostrils, and it says,
My name is Esri. What's your name?
Hi, Esri. I'm Aurora. Are you friend or foe?
That's a good question. I think it depends whether you are friend or foe to me. Are you a friend? Or are you a foe?
I would rather be friend than foe to you.
I like that. Let's be friends.
and as you look up, you can see that the dragon rider is just sitting there, not really, again, not saying much, not moving, just staying there. And all of a sudden you start to feel like immense kind of power within you, and the magic that you've been kind of like searching for your life, the things that you kind of every so often, like on the periphery of your vision, you would sometimes see like wisps of some sort of color as you kind of like go through life. But now that sort of thing that's on the periphery now comes into full focus, and you see the world of magic around you. Now the veil has been kind of like pulled over, and Esri kind of goes,
"Now you see what I see. Welcome, friend."
Welcome.
And
thank you.
Yeah, but also all of a sudden, something in the air doesn't feel right. Like, almost like there's like a bitter taste to the air. And you look off, and just kind of off in the distance, and like on another mountaintop near you, you see a figure standing there. Someone that is very familiar to you over the past few days, and calls out and says, You know. Immediately, he just kind of freaks out and just disappears. And all of a sudden, you wake up. Instantly. And I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Would this be... this isn't a disadvantage, right? With my exhaustion.
No, this is during your long rest, so no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be.
Oh, I thought that was. I saw a 1 for a second. It's an 11, so then plus 3, 14.
Okay. So you at the beginning of your like now that your long rest is over, you're at full health, sort of. Unfortunately, you take 2 points of psychic damage. And you kind of like wake up with a start. And if you want to roll your chronic fatigue check for the day, you can do so right now. We'll get that sorted right away.
And that's a nat 20.
There you go. Yeah, you
Much
are
better.
like you're having a great day today, and
was everything I needed.
You feel like immensely refreshed, and you can't tell maybe if that was maybe Ezri's doing or something just feels good today. And and then I'll bring everyone back in. Oh yeah, we didn't have anyone close out the tabs. That's great. Welcome back, everybody.
We're learning. We're learning. Okay, we're evolving. We call that
progress.
All right, and Aurora, as you wake up, it is now the end, the beginning of your watch. Why don't you just roll a perception check for me?
Look at that smile, that little smile on Steve's face. Like I'm about to fuck up your whole world.
6 plus.
Also, I hope you have auto.
No, that is just a
triggers. I'm
6.
so sorry.
Just a 6? Okay. Nothing happens. You don't really hear anything. You kind of get a sense that there's something off, but you can't tell what.
Okay.
But you have this feeling you wanna take a look at that crown again.
With the dream she had, she would definitely be more alert to those feelings, so she would pull the crown out.
Okay. As you take a look at the crown, you take a very good look at that gem that's in there. And as you can see, like the different lightning bolts, kind of as you've seen before, the magic is definitely still in there. You think you see a face in there.
Do I recognize?
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Oh my wow.
All right, so we're going to come back again for hopefully the finale of our adventure. It's only safe at night.
Come watch us fuck some dragons.
And dust devils. Don't forget about dust devils.
Oh yeah,
Dust
we're gonna do that. Yeah. Oh god, I have to come up with like a sex encounter with a dragon. This is gonna be great. All right. So make sure to be able to check out DungeonsandDisableds.com for anything related to the show. We've got our merch store. Go and buy our merch. If you want to follow us on our socials, you can be able to not only go to this adventure page and be able to find all the socials links to follow our illustrious players here, as well as myself, but also for the show too. And we'll see you all next time on Dungeons and Disableds. Bye.
Like a nerd.
Bye.